Hi. All right, so I'm going to show you how to draw a letter, and we're going to do the letter U using 1-point perspective. So we're going to make this a 3-dimensional letter, give it some dimensions, so height, width, and depth, and utilizing 1-point perspective. So in order to do that, I'm going to use this cutting mat as a guide because it already has this broken down grid that I can line the paper up with. As you can see, I'm just kind of lining this up with the 15 up here. And just make sure it's straight. And I'm just going to throw in a perfectly horizontal line, which is also going to be known as my horizon line. Oops. And my horizon line is represents the eye level of the viewer. And I'll explain that a little bit in a minute. What I'm going to do next is, I'm just going to sharpen my pencil real fast, is put a vanishing point down. So with 1-point perspective, you only have one vanishing point. So I'm just going to throw it over here, just for no reason. It's just, I feel like putting it there. And I'm going to draw a, trying to line the paper up, sorry. I'm going to draw a perfect rectangle here, meaning perfect that the lines are vertical and horizontal. And as you can see, I'm using this long ruler and I'm lining it up with the existing lines here just to kind of make sure my lines are vertical and horizontal. It's helpful. Speeds the process up. This looks like a good width for a U. Why not? Maybe I could go a little bit. No, I'll go wider. Okay. So I drew my rectangle. Now I'm going to connect these 3 corners to the right, or to that vanishing point there, to the one vanishing point. So I'm going to just put little dots here, little, just it helps me see clearly and to line up the ruler with that dot and this dot and just kind of throw that line in, just like so. I'm going to do that on all 3 of them. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, how deep do I want this letter U to be? I can just randomly make that up as I want. Maybe something like, how's that? That looks good to me. So once I put this vertical line in, where this line intersects this diagonal, I'm going to put a little dot. I'm going to make a horizontal line. So the only lines that go to a vanishing point are these parallel lines. They go to that one vanishing point right now. In 2-point perspective, it's a different situation, but in 1-point perspective, only these 4 corners, and this one as well, but it's we're not drawing this as if it's transparent at the moment, so you won't really see that. All right, so I'm going to draw this line in here. Okay, so we have our cube, and I can kind of lighten these lines. They're not important now anymore. All right, so now I'm going to show you a quick way. This is one of my favorite tools, these little transparent graph rulers, and you could do a couple things with it. I like to overlap. In this case, if you look at these lines from the graph ruler, I like to overlap the line that I created. And so I'm going to maybe go 3 spaces in, and that's going to be the thickness of my letter U. So I can make that consistent all the way around. So again, I'm just overlapping the line consistently all the way around. And now I have the same thickness of the letter U all the way around. What I'm going to do next is get my longer ruler, and now I have to utilize my vanishing point. So I'm going to connect this point and this point, which is the top of the U, to the vanishing point. 1, 2. Okay. Now I'm going to start to erase a few things so we can start to see this letter U forming. I'm going to erase this right here and erase this right here. But now I have to draw lines in. So you can kind of see the back part of this form. So see this corner right here? That has to connect to the vanishing point because it's parallel to this line and these other lines. So any lines that are parallel to one another have to go to the corresponding either vanishing point, vertical or horizontal in 1-point perspective. So that would go to that vanishing point there, right? I put this in. The other line, I have to draw a line straight down, which would go right here. So I'm going to draw that line straight down. I'm going to put a dot here, and I'm going to try to make it as vertical as I can. I'm using this back drop as a guide. Okay, I think my ruler is lined up perfectly. Great. So where these 2 lines meet, which is right here, I draw a horizontal line in. So I'll just do that real quickly now, and I can erase this line because I don't need that anymore. And to need this longer ruler to put this little tiny line in. Just want to make sure it is horizontal. Doink. That's it. So there's our letter U. But what if we want to make the U curvilinear? We can keep this geometric at the top, but what if we want to make rounded corners? So I'm going to show you, which is actually called rounds. So a round is when you round a corner. So I'm going to sharpen my pencil. If you're wondering what I'm using a Faber-Castell, and it is a B. The reason why I'm using a B is because it's somewhat of a softer pencil, and it shows up in the video. So that's the reason why I'm using a B. What I'm doing here is I'm just rounding this corner, right? I want to make that round equivalent on this side, and I also want to round this side here. So before I run it over to that side, what I'm going to do is, do you see where I start to deviate away from that line? I'm going to run it over to the other side. So I'm just going to put a little dot. I'm just going to kind of run it over to the other side. Right here, when I return to the line, the geometric straight line here, I'm going to run a line or a line straight down and put a dot here. These two dots just gives me a visual guide of where to come off the line and where to return to the line. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but in order to make this equivalent to that one, I'm going to run a line across, put a little dot here, and I'm just going to kind of visually maybe mark how deep I went there, and I'm going to try to make the same equivalent line on this side, or a curve. Okay, so it's pretty similar, right? And sometimes I look at the negative space, this little shape here, and I look at this shape here, and if it looks equivalent, then I think I've done a decent enough job. Now I'm going to run a line across, run a line down. That gives me a visual marker, so I know where to come off the line, and I know where to return back to the line. Okay. Had a little trouble with that one for some reason. Got a little thicker than I wanted it to, but that's okay. So you get the kind of concept of this letter U. So the next thing I'm going to do, because I don't need this edge anymore, we kind of carved it off. I'm going to connect the edge to the vanishing point. Now, something else I'm going to talk about too in a minute is how you can use this letter U to create other letters as well. So this would go to the vanishing point there. Now, do you see where this line, this straight line, runs into this line here, and it's a hard edge? What I want you to do is just round that off. A really subtle round. And then that will mimic this round here. It's just a fast way of doing something. Now, see this back corner here? Same thing. If I run a line, actually I can use my vanishing point. From here, where they start to come off that line, I'm just gonna run a line right across, following the vanishing point line, and just put a dot here. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. Run it right across and put a dot right here. And then that just gives me the same little tiny markers I need to put this angle in. And now I no longer need this bottom corner because there is not a corner. It's just, now it's a curved edge, so that line is unnecessary. So there's my letter U. But what I did want to show, what if I want to make the letter J? You could just take off this portion. I could end it right here and make a letter J. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this letter J, or this part of the J, and run it to the vanishing point. Take this part of the J, run it to the vanishing point. Where this line intersects this line here, I'm just going to run a line right across. Why does it go across? Because it's parallel to the other horizontal lines. And then I can just take out this information. And I can just run this line across. When you take something out, usually you have to throw something back in, so that's kind of what I'm doing now. And then this goes right here. And you have your letter J. Now this isn't the best J. I think this J would be better if it rounded more. But if I put a different round here, I could easily make this round here. So I think that would probably improve the letter J. But for the letter U, originally I think that's fine. So you can make adjustments or whatever. But you can create several different letters just through this one approach. And I'll probably make more letters in more videos. That's it.